Good afternoon from wherever you're watching us from. You are in for the 1 p.m. news. Our top stories include President William Ruto visit the late legislature's home in Karen and the government announcing that it will implement immediate fine for traffic violators. But before that, let's take a look at the headlines.
Know what Ngeno stood for, and I know how difficult it is for the residents and the people of Emurua Degir.
Nyinyi nani? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Ukifika hapa kuja na heshima bwana. Wewe kuja na heshima. Usikuje na madharau. Usikuje na kiherehere. Usikuje na kimbelembele. Sisi hapa hatupendi madharau.
Mimi nimeshikwa na mstiko, nasikia hata kama nitaanguka, pressure imepanda juu ya shamba yangu, imekanyangwa area yote. Tumelima na pesa ya maruni, sijui tunaenda kurudisha na nini. Serikali tusaidieni. Juu shida sasa imeingia.
Welcome, my name is Belian Stella. The late Emurua Dikir Member of Parliament Johanna Ngeno will be interred on Friday at his residence in Mongondo, Narok County. The Funeral Organization Committee has announced that the memorial service for MP Ngeno and 5 other individuals who lost their lives in Saturday's plane crash will take place on Wednesday and Thursday in Nairobi, as well as in Narok County. President William Ruto, who visited the late legislature's home in Karen on Monday to offer condolence to the family, indicated that the government will bear the burial costs for all the victims of the tragedy.
I know what Ngeno stood for, and I know how difficult it is for the residents and the people of Emurua Degir. I know how difficult it is for the family, because Ngeno did an extraordinary job as a member of parliament and as a leader. Housing was one of the most difficult assignments that I have undertaken as president. It has tested my resilience as a person. Today, housing is the most consequential undertaking of this administration. Johanna Ngeno will have a special place in housing. All the people who accompanied Ngeno, including the pilot, we will extend government support to all of them. And we will oversee all the requirements that are needed for their decent interment and burial.
Beginning on Wednesday, we are going to have a requiem mass. Ngeno and his team, the 4 of them, we are going to have a requiem mass at AGC Karen. Thereafter, we shall be able to take the bodies to Narok, where we are going to have a joint mass for all of.
Now, the government has announced that it will soon implement immediate fines for traffic violators in an effort to reduce the increasing number of accidents nationwide. To facilitate this enforcement, the government plans to deploy cameras on key roads in all major cities across the country. These measures are designed to address the issue of road fatalities, which resulted in 5,000 deaths in 2025.
We do not need to argue with offenders. The cameras will provide foolproof evidence that they are in breach. Nadiji, go do what you have to do with the support of the minister and the Minister of Transport. Rolling out the cameras is not rocket science. We've had cameras before on the roads.
Already guided us to have cameras under the C4 project in 6 cities in the country. Nairobi will be ably covered, and a number of the cities, including Mombasa.
The report recommends the deployment of body-worn cameras for traffic officers, strengthened continuous vetting and integrity testing, enhanced anti-bribery mechanisms.
In anticipation of the United Opposition's visit to Tharaka Nithi and Meru counties this week, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has delivered a strong admonition to opposition leaders, advising them to avoid employing derogatory language towards the government. While addressing a rally at Gakoromone Market in Meru town, following his inspection of the ongoing construction of the new Meru Level 6 hospital, Kindiki conveyed his assurance in effectively countering efforts by his predecessors, Rigathi Gachagua, to influence the vote-rich Mount Kenya region against President William Ruto in the lead-up to the 2027 elections.
Nyinyi nani? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Ukifika hapa, kuja na heshima bwana. Wewe kuja na heshima. Usikuje na madharau. Usikuje na kiherehere. Usikuje na kimbelembele. Sisi hapa hatupendi madharau. Juzi wewe umeenda pale na kimbelembele na madharau. Pale mbele north. Ukaanza kuingia hapo. Mahali ambao hujakanyanga siku ile ulikuwa naibu wa rais. Saa hiyo unajifanya marafiki na watu ya mbele. Ukazunguka pale, ukajipiga kipua, ukasema wewe ni maarifu. Sisi tukakuja pale, tukakwambia tutakuangusha. Tulimwangusha, hatukumwangusha. Tulimnyoa, hatukumnyoa. Na sisi hatuna shida na mtu yeyote. Bora ukuja na heshima, useme mambo yako, alafu kwende. Kwa sababu sisi sio watu ya fujo. Lakini hiyo madharau ukiendelea nayo, ukikataa kuachana na hiyo tabia ya matusi, wewe tutakuaibisha bwana. Wewe nani wewe? Wewe nani?
Now, Jubilee Party Deputy Leader Fred Matiang'i has urged the youth to leverage their demographic strength and run for the elective positions in the upcoming 2027 elections. While addressing attendees in Samburu County during the official launch of the Jubilee Party office for the Samburu branch, Matiang'i conveyed his belief that united oppositions will stay united to present a single candidate capable of defeating President Ruto, thereby ensuring he serves only one term.
Tumewahakikishia wale vijana ambao wanataka kuhusika katika uchaguzi kuanzia mashinani, msiingie tu kwa wards, ingia kwa viti vya bunge, kwa senate, kwa kila mahali, women rep, sababu sasa hiyo ndio Kenya mpya, hiyo ndio Kenya tunataka. Tunataka kuhusika sisi wote. Also come across young vibrant leaders who are interested in participating in civic elections in Jubilee. Our whip, the majority whip in the Jubilee Assembly, this wonderful lady here is a youth leader with a huge future ahead of her, very promising.
Pia nimefurahi kwa chama cha Jubilee. Mimi nikiwa leader, kitu ya kwanza nilisema nikiwa mwenyeji hapa, sisi kama Wasamburu hatutaki matusi, hatutaki mtu anakuja kupiga kifua Samburu. Kama mtu anaweza kuja Samburu, anakuja na heshima, anakuja kuomba ile kitu anataka na heshima, lakini sio kuja koroga.
The Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury, John Mbadi, is currently urging members of the bicameral parliament to consider constitutional amendments that might alleviate the strain on government spending and assist the nation in managing its escalating wage bill. During his appearance before the National Assembly Budget Committee, Mbadi cautioned that the economy may struggle to support the current overlap of responsibility between national and county governments, which account for 3.5 trillion shillings of the total 4.7 trillion shillings allocated for recurrent expenditure.
Fiscal outcomes in the financial year 26-27 budget The government will continue to pursue a prudent fiscal consolidation anchored on sustainable domestic revenue mobilization through targeted tax policy and administrative reform, rationalization of non-essential expenditure, strengthened expenditure control, and improved planning.
I have been a proponent of devolution. And I dare say this, it's not working. I dare say this, it's not working. And you know it's not working. We're only afraid to say because of the politics of the day.
The truth is that this constitution is too expensive. This economy will collapse under the weight of our mismanagement and governance challenges. So we need to be very, so to answer through Chairman Honorable Peninah, you are the people to start initiating some of these things.
The budget is based on a high estimate, high projection for ordinary revenues, and yet the historical facts are that we have not been able to meet even lower targets in the past. So I wanted us to understand the wisdom behind that. Are we living a lie?
The truth is that yes, it is true that we have not been we have been over projecting revenue, I think. Although it is not really over projection. I think it is our tax administration system that has failed us. If the war is going to continue longer than anticipated, then obviously it is going to have a hit on our economy. And we must now think on how to maneuver our ways. It is going to be like COVID-19.
Farmers in Kambiaju and Shambani, located on the outskirts of Isiolo, are facing significant losses after a herd of elephants invaded their fields and ruined crops valued at millions of shillings. The elephants, thought to have wandered from the adjacent game reserve to an extended route, have trampled over 200 acres of farmland, leaving numerous farmers in despair and unsure of how they will recuperate.
Mimi nimeshikwa na mstiko, nasikia hata kama nitaanguka, pressure imepanda juu ya shamba yangu, imekanyangwa area yote. Tumelima na pesa ya maruni, sijui tunaenda kurudisha na nini. Serikali tusaidieni, juu shida sasa imeingia.
Kuna watu wengi ambao wanafanya kazi kundani ambao wanapata mapato yao. So ndovu imetuharibia, na si mara ya kwanza, zimekuja almost kama mara 6 hivi. Imemaliza machakula zetu zote.
Ndovu karibu familia nzima ambayo inakuwa ndovu zilitembea area hii yote. Kama unavyoona, zilituharibia kitunguu, katuharibia mboga. Kuna hata wale ambao miti zao pamoja na nasari za maembe, ndizi zote zimekuliwa.
Haya mashamba ndio yanatulisha. Lakini nashangaa sana asubuhi ya leo tukiamka tukapigwa na butua, tukikuta mashamba zikiwa zimeharibiwa, zimekanyagwa na ndovu na zikaharibiwa kila kitu, na ni mimea ambaye tulikuwa tunatarajia ili kusudi tupate naye kipato.
And that story from Isiolo brings us to the end of our bulletins this afternoon. My name is Belian Stella. We continue to pray for peace and agreement between the wrangling countries. Have yourself a wonderful day. Goodbye. Shake arm, pam, pam, wata nyash, pam, pam, ibe, shake arm, pam, pam. My friend here is going for